What to say? What to say? I made a video about this. How with most modern American commercials, you don't know what the product is until you see the name. Because they try to go with this extravagant, artsy fartsy bullshit. And actually, the Apple commercial comes into mind, where it shows them compressing all the nostalgic forms of entertainment, like painting, the old uh, pianos and statues and all that. And then what comes out of this is just this iPad, or was it an iPhone? I don't know. But then you had the Sony commercial that kind of, brought it back. And as one, and I looked at that, I'm like, companies don't try to compete anymore. And that's the thing I don't understand. Because if you try to compete, when companies compete, you as the consumer win. Because it guarantees you just get a better product, because they are incentivized to give you a better product. So I looked at the Jaguar car company commercial, the copy nothing, and I'm just thinking to myself, if this was Balenciaga, no one would care. But it's the fact that it is a car commercial, and it's like, wait a minute, what? And from my friend told me this, and I'm like, okay, so they brought together these diverse groups of people, that these non conforming individuals aesthetically, and they paraded them around like a fucking circus. They're like, yeah, let's get these freaks. Yeah, let's get these freaks right here and parade them because they look like freaks. And the people will just point and you're like, look at these freaks. What the hell is... And then when people are like, freak, the company's like, oh, whoa, you seem to be freak phobic, my guy. And it's like, Jaguar, you did this, and they even said, yeah, we're doing this. We got these people that do not look gender conforming specifically to do this commercial. It's like, okay, so you purposely brought the freaks in to be called freaks, and then now they're using, oh, whoa, that's bad. And I looked at what I guess the CEO said, and he effectively he's doubling down. He's like, I'm so into diversity and inclusion. But then I look at like the old Jaguar commercial, and this right here is what they in the old commercial. Again, I would play these, but they'd probably be copyright, and this was for Super Bowl, and it just looked like a good commercial. Like, yeah, this is clearly them selling cars, and Jaguars clearly is a British or European car company, and it just showed that in its entirety. It didn't try to be different. It didn't try to, it was just like, oh, we are a car company that sells cars, and let's have a bunch of cool, shiny effects and aesthetics, and there you go. It's like, okay, who are you trying to include into this? Because Jaguar, to my knowledge, sells luxury cars. So, who are you including other than people who, I don't know, desire luxury? Not people who, have to work for a living. And clearly, you're not going to get them now, because again, in the wake of Bud Light doing everything in their power to be, you know, tone deaf and not understand its audience for the sake of pushing ideology, Now you just have this stain, and will this sink Jaguar? I doubt it, but this will be yet another thing that people will be like, oh, well, I want to buy this car. But I seen their advert, and I'm like, I'll just buy another luxury vehicle. You know? And at the end of the day, people are just fed up with going out of your way to use ideology to push a product to the consumer base, because again, you're pushing non-conformant fraction of a fraction type individuals in a commercial for cars that are, who's gonna buy a Jaguar vehicle? Probably a rich white guy. Not I don't not will any of the individuals in that commercial act can any of them even afford the car? Okay, maybe if a couple of them are, American actors, maybe, but will they buy your vehicle? I doubt it. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this. See ya.